Welcome back, everybody, to more Lord of the Rings Online. I still can't get over how I'm excited to get back into this series, and man, I got a whole map just for me, a bunch of quests to do, deeds, and I don't have to worry about finding a group to do a raid. Yes! Yes! How exciting. Let's continue. In the last episode, I came here to talk to this scout, and he wants me to make some final preparations for the Rohirrim to depart from this land. Specifically, he wants me to collect some hides, to plant some mint, and defeat some orcs. So let me see if I can do all of that. Actually, let me head towards that purplish area. That way I can be knocking out... Oh my god, I am lost. Heading towards dead ends, turning around and going back to where I started. A little bit of a disaster. Just a backpack, I don't need that. I think maybe these bucks might give me a hide. Sure enough, yes. I'm assuming the bears as well. Very good. Feel bad killing all these critters. They're just minding their own business, but you know, it is what it is. That's silly that I have to leave the orcs alone since they don't have nothing that interests me and just go kill the animals instead. I am starting to see some wargs, which is good. Hopefully that one counted for something. So they actually also count as the hides. So that's interesting. I should just kill the wargs. Oh my god, look at that giant bear. That's crazy. Look how big that bear is. And I'm assuming this is going to start a quest. No, never mind. This is where I plant the peppermint. Alright, makes sense. I don't know why I said peppermint when it's just mint. Maybe because peppermint is the most famous of all mints. I'm a spearmint person myself, though. I like the spearmint. Okay, let me continue killing these. I need 12 of them total? It's a lot. I'm getting there, though. Four more mints, couple more wargs, and I'll be out of here. All right, planting time. And one more. I'll just grab that backpack, why not? Right next to the sleeping morgue. It'll have a minty surprise when it wakes up.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
Ah, thank you, Kippen. You have done well once again. These should be suitable parting gift for the Rohirrim before they fulfill their banishment from Thingolad.
What brings you to Lothlorien?
Greetings again, Kippen. I hope you did not encounter any trouble when planting the flowers, aside from the wargs themselves, of course. Hopefully, your efforts will not have been in vain and the wargs will stay away.
Servants of the enemy cannot pass the bounds of Lorien.
So, you have defeated a number of the awful beasts? Thank you, Kippen. I speak for the Sentinels of Thingolad when I say that your deeds are greatly appreciated here.
A shadow falls beyond Lothlorien, against which we must be prepared.
The orcs that have settled in the south of Thingolad were spotted carrying strange lockboxes with them. We wish to see what they were hiding and why they are here. When you kill orcs in Thingolad, you should search them for the keys. I am curious about what may be so precious to the orcs that they store them away in little locked boxes.
Will you aid the Galathrim?
If the orcs mean to settle here, they will have spears and axes with them for hewing Thingolad's old trees and the slaughter of all its inhabitants. You should destroy the weapons of the orcs before they can be put to such cruel use. Be careful, Kippen. Be sure that they do not cleave you first. Alright, let's take care of some orcs around here. Why not? Start rounding up some orcs here. None of those counted. Alright. Let me see exactly where I'm headed. Yeah, somewhere around here. Should be all around me. What is that? That is an orc lockbox. So it's not killing orcs. I have to unlock all these little boxes here. Which apparently has elf treasures. So I don't even need to fight the orcs. I just need to go around and destroy the weapon piles and open these boxes here. Why can't I use that one? Maybe I do need to get keys from the orcs. Let's see. Yeah, orc key. So this one dropped the key. So you actually... Interesting. I don't think I've ever had a quest like this before yet in the playthrough. Where you have to collect something from an enemy and then immediately use it in the overworld. Usually it's like collect keys and then you turn that quest in and they're like, go use the keys to open the boxes or something like that. So, interesting. I like that. That being said, let me go ahead and actually keep killing some of these for more keys. Very good. Maybe I'll need another key. A little bit of lag here. The Warden is a very non-lag friendly class because usually I'm throwing down some quick button combinations to get my gambits up, and one little second of lag can throw that whole thing off, which is unfortunate. Looks like I am going to need more keys. If each of these drops one, that's all I'll need, which will be good. But they're not dropping it. Looks like there's a leader here. I'm assuming he's going to be part of a quest pretty soon. But I'll go ahead and kill him now. He did drop a key, which is nice. So I need one more, but let me see if he'll drop something for me. And sure enough, perfect. Okay, so I'm ready to turn these in, and I'm assuming he's gonna send me here to kill that leader. I'm ready to get to Stangard, mainly because I need to go reforge my legendary weapons. I'm assuming there's gonna be some reforgers over there.
What business have you with the Lord and Lady?
You found elf treasure in the lockboxes? How strange that the orcs would endeavor to keep it and guard it so jealously. I wonder if this particular band of orcs are on the run from their masters, looting as they escape to survive wherever they land.
Be wary, traveler. Orcs have come down from the mountains.
I am glad you made the effort to destroy the orcs' mean of harming Thingolad. They will not last long here. The power of Lorien will prevail.
The Gulathrim will need your aid.
Here are the hides that you gathered, and now you should go to their proper home, the Rohirrim from Stangard. They have made camp at the bottom of the wood along the river before they make the remainder of their journey home. You should bring them this gift from the elves before they depart for good, for this will be our last chance to make contact with the trespassers. Alright, so looks like, as I wish, I am ready to move on to Stangard. Let's roll. And definitely looks like a Rohirrim camp. The wooden palisades and other wooden towers and such, very classic Rohirrim architecture. It's got a rockworm. It's crazy. What's a rockworm doing here? Alright, now before I talk to everybody here, I would like to reforge real quick. You can see this is going to be a fairly large town. There's a lot going on here. In fact, let me pull up my map. So, all the way up here is where I need to go to reforge. So this is a little taste of the future seasons in Rohan. Gonna be quite exciting.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Let me come in here real quick.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Wrong one.
Welcome, my friend.
Let me reforge all these. And again, I don't care what I'm putting on them. I'm basically just leveling them up so I can deconstruct them and get all the runes and stuff like that. It's a cool cape that this guy's wearing. It's a lot of reforging. Okay. So, let me head back to the entrance of town here, and then I'll start speaking with everybody in regards to the quests. So here's Nona.
I'm not welcome here. Ah, I care not.
Who is this woman? Why does she carry a sword of my people?
You are a long way from home, stranger, and in the company of a Dunlending warrior witch. I do not like it. Afik glowers at you, his heavy-lidded gaze suspicious. This outpost may be beyond the borders of Rohan, but the law of Theoden King holds, and I cannot allow this warrior witch to pass unchallenged. Take that Rohirric sword from her and present it to Horn, atop Stangard, and see what he thinks. He is young, but in matters of swordcraft and history he is unrivaled. If he believes this woman is no threat, I will allow her to enter. Otherwise, she must remain outside of the walls.
I will let you carry the sword, but do not let any of these men touch it.
This weapon may be the result of their swordcraft, but it is theirs no longer. Now it is the sword of my brother Wadu, and the chain of its heritage has been served and made anew. Wadu's ghost wields it now. Nona studies you closely. Take from this bag of my belongings. Bring it to this man Horn on top of the village, but heed my words. Let none but you touch it, and return it to me when he is satisfied. Welcome is hard to come by here, stranger.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
A traveler in these parts? Very strange, but you do not look evil. Where do you hail from? What news of the lands to the west? In Rohan, guests to our homes must share our bread with us, but I am afraid I have no bread to share. Sinred is the keeper of the food stores these days, and food is well guarded in the lock house. You should speak to Sinred. He will honor the Rohirrim laws of hospitality. Who is the real leader here?
What brings you to these lands?
It depends who you ask, I suppose, but since you are asking me, Stanric is the real commander at Stangard. Always has been. Stanric is a good man, and he does his duty with pride and honor. It was always hard for him to make ends meet in Stangard. So many men resent him, but things have only gotten worse after Sithric's arrival. But please, do not repeat any of this. What do you do in Stangard?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I guard this gate, day in and day out. I rarely get enough rest, since there is no one here to take my place for a second shift. I wish I could go do something more useful, but Sithric has ordered me to stay right where I am. So let me grab Nona's sword here. And looks like I'm carrying it, so let me try to go all the way up to the hill. So yeah, you can see the scale of this town is fairly large. There's a lot to do here. Quite an encampment. And again, it is just barely on the outskirts of Rohan.
Welcome to Stangard, such as it is. What is this sword you bear?
He reaches out for it, but you shake your head and keep it in your hands. He laughs quietly, and you tell him briefly of Nona, Wadu, and the sword. I see. This is a Rohirric sword, but it is old. Very old. It strikes a memory in me, but I cannot place it. I wonder if it was fashioned before Earl the Young came out of the Northlands. He seems to reach a decision. I want to show you something. Return this curious weapon to your friend at the gate, with my regards, and tell her that she is welcome to enter the village. I do not think either of you are our foes. Then meet me outside of town, by the Kuthstan. It is a large statue of two figures located among the Wailing Hills, west of Stangard, and I think you should see it. Alright. Let me run all the way back to Nona, since I'm still carrying this sword, but then I am gonna return to this town and kind of explore the nooks and crannies, make sure I'm picking up all the quests before I continue along with the epic storyline. So there is a deed here to discover all of the different buildings in town. As you can see, I got the legendary item store, and look at all these buildings we can go inside of. That's a lot. So there is a lot to explore for sure.
I have permission to enter? I will remain outside.
This village smells too much of those horse and false dealings for me. Thank you for returning Wadu's sword to me, Kippen. I knew I could trust you. I am not certain of these others.
You meet this man Horn at the Kuthstan. I will search elsewhere.
Look at that, I'm level 83. Nice, it's been a while since I've leveled up. I have no interest in this town, Kippen. These folk are the same as their brethren elsewhere, and I have nothing helpful to tell us. I will seek the meaning of your dream in the wild. You meet this man Horn at Kuthstan. I will search elsewhere. Where did he say it was? The Wailing Hills to the west? Take care of yourself, Kippen. Horn may seem to be a friend, but his people are treacherous, and he will prove no different. Keep him at length of your arm. Okay, excellent. Let me get on my horse. And let me start exploring the different areas here to make sure that I'm grabbing every quest that is currently available to me. So this is Sinrad, the guy at that's in charge of the food, I guess. Who's the real leader here?
Is dire.
Sithric is the man who will help Stangard. You mark my words, stranger. I serve him with my whole heart, for Stanric was useless. Sithric will be the one to bring about change here. You will see. What do you do in Stangard?
Our mission is dire.
I am the one in charge of the stores and the dungeons. It is a lot of work for just one man, but there are not enough of us to man this settlement, as you can see.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You are looking for rations, traveler? Who sent you, Stanric or Sithric? It was Sabert, you say. My apologies, but I cannot give out rations without the permission of the council. The laws here are higher now than the old laws of hospitality. You should speak with our leaders, I should say. They are in the mead hall, and Gada will let you in. Sinrad seems unable to say whether food can be shared with you. So using that has no effect. I can't go in the jail yet. There's another quest ring here. I can go inside the skirmish hall. Cool music. So there's nothing here for me right now. I think the only reason I had a quest ring is because it's part of the deed to check out all the buildings in Stangard. It's kind of annoying because, anyways, it just makes it difficult to pick up the quest here. So, Tatooine's house. Let me go in here. Is that a map of Stangard? It kind of looks like it. Interesting. Wonder where this leads. Just a little pantry kind of thing. Okay. Let's get out. I'm going to try to make a mental note of the buildings I've been inside of already. That way I'm not confusing myself too much. This is Stangard home. Dustin's home. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't put the quest rings outside of these houses, because I'm just trying to pick up the quest for now. I'm not trying to go inside every building. But I may not have an option. We'll see. Let me go out this way. This is the auction hall. Over here is the tavern. Maybe there's gonna be some quests in here. Let me just go in and see. Looks fairly deserted. Doesn't look like there are any quests in here. I don't think those are gonna have quests either. So let me just kind of go to where I've been told to go. The mead hall, which I'm assuming is the big Megaron looking building at the top of town. Let me just check out this little corner here. See if there's anything. Lots of little homes to go into. The vault. Again, at the end of every season, I do show all the deeds, so probably the season finale, I'm definitely going to be going in all these homes to show the deed. But for now, I just want to focus on the quests. So there's the mead hall, but then there's also this guy.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You may enter, traveler. My captain Stanric can be found within. If it is hospitality you seek, Stanric will provide it. He is a good man. Stanric, our true leader, is within Alas, and you will likely need to hear Sithric as well. These are troubled times in Stangard. So very cool. Very similar to the hall in Edoras. And you will notice as we go through Rohan, especially as we delve deeper into that region, most of the towns are kind of structured like this, where you have this Megaron mead hall in the middle, and then all the other buildings around it, and this is, I guess, the first example of it. Just very cool. I love what they did with these buildings.
Our mission is dire.
Hail, friend. I am the captain of this outpost here in Stangard. Rather, I was the captain. It's complicated now. Nevertheless, you are welcome to break bread with us as our guest. Stanric's train of thought was interrupted by another standing nearby.
What brings you to these lands?
Stanric makes me laugh. He knows full well we have barely enough bread to share among our own men. You will need to earn your bread, traveler. Stanric, this is exactly the sort of behavior that got you into this trouble to begin with. You are a fool, Stanric. Your failure to make reasonable decisions is what made my place here necessary. Alright.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Sithric has been sent by Theoden King and is an advisor of Edoras. I have no power over him, and he asserts his will in all that goes on here. I'm sorry that we cannot welcome you more warmly according to our traditions, Kippen, but if you wish to do my men kindness, you will help them in their duties. God is a good man and will know where you can begin. Sorry, my voice is doing weird things because I'm getting like really dry. It's kind of hot and I think I'm a little dehydrated. I need to drink some water. So now after talking to those two, I'm assuming a lot of quests are going to open up.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Ah, Stanric sent you to me? I understand. I will not say a word to Sithric in this matter. I have plenty of ideas on how you can help in Stangard, Kippen. Let us begin with delivering rations, performing the watch, and dealing with some of the petty crime that has been happening here as of late. Please go and help the men with their duties. You will be of great help. Alright, so more quests are opening up here.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I suppose it would be helpful if you brought the men their daily rations, traveler. You can see for yourself how the men at Stangard fare when they receive their food. Who is the real leader here?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I never got enough food when Stanric was in charge, so Sithric has my loyalty. Someday we will see our rations increase. At least that's what he promised us. Soon, I hope. What do you do in Stangard?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Why are there so many of us assigned to guarding and none to doing the work? That's a good point, actually.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I have an issue for you to look into, Kippen. Someone took my rations while I was catching a little rest, and it is not the first time either. If you can find out who stole from the stores, I will be in your debt. A thief must be brought to justice. Okay, so the storyline of Stangard is starting to unfold a little bit. Looks like we had a rather incompetent leader, and then hard times fell, and things are just in a bit of disarray, and Theoden had to send another advisor to come in and try and fix things. So let's see if we can help all these people. Just gonna do another ride by and see if any other quests have opened up. Doesn't really seem like it. Everything still looks like there's no other quest givers. However, over here, I can continue the quest for the rations. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this introduction to Stangard and one of the first full-blown Rohan settlements that we've come across. In the next episode, we're going to start helping out the good folk here at Stangard and doing some other things. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.